Mark your calendar because starting tomorrow, a significant development is set to impact thousands of Social Security and SSDI recipients across the country. For many seniors, this could mean a double payout worth up to $3,600, a rare and urgent opportunity that comes with strict timing and specific eligibility rules. While rumors and confusion have been swirling online, we're here to cut through the noise and give you the full truth clearly and completely. This isn't a new stimulus check or a surprise handout. It's tied directly to scheduled back payments, delayed deposits, and special adjustments being processed by the Social Security Administration for those who qualify. If you receive SSDI, SSI, or traditional retirement benefits, and you've noticed unusual delays, partial payments, or have been waiting on pending adjustments, this double deposit could be for you. And yes, some of the payments are already being processed today, with the bulk hitting bank accounts tomorrow. Now, here's the part that matters most. Not everyone is eligible, and the double payment isn't automatic for every senior. The Social Security system is addressing certain missed deposits, benefits recalculations from previous COLA updates, and administrative corrections due to internal processing backlogs. That means this update directly affects those who had benefit errors from late 2023 into early 2024, particularly individuals receiving SSDI under special categories like adult disabled children, survivors, or dual beneficiaries. If you're unsure whether you're on the list or not, don't worry, we're going to walk you through exactly who qualifies, what you need to do, and how to check your SSA or My Social Security account for real-time status. This is one of the most important updates of the year, so if you're counting on your Social Security to stretch every dollar, you'll want to stay with us to the end. And if you're here to find out when and how to get the $3,600, hit the like button and subscribe so you never miss a critical payout date or policy change again. Now, let's dive into what's really happening behind this $3,600 double payout, because there's more to this story than just a surprise deposit. First off, the reason so many seniors are confused is because this is not a typical Social Security increase or a stimulus check issued by Congress. What's unfolding right now is part of a larger administrative correction process tied to Social Security's internal review of delayed, miscalculated, or withheld benefits. These adjustments don't happen often, but when they do, they can result in double payments, back pay, or lump sums being deposited, sometimes unexpectedly, into recipients' accounts. So if you woke up recently and found your Social Security or SSDI payment wasn't what you expected, or if you've been waiting for a resolution to an appeal, a reconsideration, or a pending review, this is the moment you've been waiting for. Some of you may have even contacted the Social Security office in the past few months and were told that your case was under review or that an error had been found in your benefit calculation. Well, those wheels are turning now, and the double payments arriving tomorrow are part of a national effort to correct these issues. But here's where things get interesting. Many of the double payments are actually split into two parts. You might receive one portion through direct deposit and another through a paper check, or you may see both parts appear as separate deposits within 24 hours of each other. That's because the SSA is using multiple processing systems to handle the volume of corrections, and they've publicly acknowledged that in some cases, the second portion of the payout may follow shortly after the first. It's crucial that you check your bank account or Direct Express card carefully, not just once, but several times throughout the day, because depending on your bank or financial institution, the deposits could arrive at different hours. Let's talk about the people most likely to see this $3,600 amount. If you receive SSDI and also qualify as a dependent of a deceased spouse or parent, you may be entitled to more than one type of benefit. These dual benefit recipients often have complex cases that take longer to process, and when a payment issue arises, such as a miscalculated COLA adjustment or a missed month of SSDI due to an earnings review, the result can be a significant lump sum. Likewise, retirees who transition from SSDI to regular Social Security at full retirement age and had a miscalculated payment during the transition are also seeing retroactive corrections. If you fall into either of these categories, tomorrow's payment could be the correction you've been waiting months to see. Another big reason we're seeing this happen now is because of delayed COLA recalculations. At the beginning of every year, the cost of living adjustment is supposed to automatically increase benefits based on inflation. But in some cases, especially for people with unusual earnings histories, work credits under review, or overlapping benefits, those COLA increases were either delayed or applied incorrectly. Now that those issues have been resolved, the retroactive benefits, sometimes amounting to several months of higher payments, are being issued all at once. And depending on your situation, that could easily total over $3,000. But that's not the end of it. What we're also seeing is that the SSA has been working through a backlog of appeal decisions and benefit recalculations that go all the way back to late 2023. Many seniors filed appeals because their benefits were reduced, paused, or deemed ineligible due to what SSA later admitted were data entry errors, miscommunications with Medicare eligibility, or even conflicting earnings records reported by the IRS. These appeals take time to resolve, but when they are, the payout can be substantial. If your appeal was finally approved, you may be receiving back pay for multiple months, sometimes going back 6 months or more, and the full total could be part of the deposit arriving tomorrow. Now I want to address a very common concern I've seen in the comments and community boards. What if I see nothing in my account? First off, don't panic. The Social Security Administration is rolling these payments out in waves. Not every eligible recipient will receive the payment on the exact same day, but the bulk of the deposits are scheduled for this week starting tomorrow and continuing into early next week. So if nothing shows up immediately, give it at least 72 hours before contacting the SSA. In the meantime, log into your My Social Security account and check your payment history tab. If you see a pending deposit, that's your sign that it's coming. Adjusted or corrected, the SSA will issue a formal letter or digital notification explaining the reason for the change. This can include a breakdown of how your benefits were recalculated, whether it's a COLA correction, a reconsideration approval, or even a payment catch-up for Medicare premium reimbursement. Reading those notices carefully can help you determine if you're part of the current double payment batch. Now, let's talk numbers. Some seniors are asking, where does the $3,600 figure come from? The answer depends entirely on your individual case. For example, if you receive $1,800 a month in SSDI and you missed one full month due to an administrative error, the SSA may now be correcting that and issuing both the missed month and your regular payment at once, bringing the total to $3,600. In other cases, it might be 3 months of underpayment due to a COLA miscalculation, adding up to the same figure. Either way, this is not a random number, it's based on actual owed amounts that are finally being reconciled. Here's another piece that many don't know. If you receive both SSI and SSDI, and your SSI benefits were reduced because of SSDI-related adjustments, and that reduction was later deemed incorrect, the SSA may owe you months of underpaid SSI as well. That's why it's essential to look not just at your SSDI statement, but also your SSI notices, especially if your benefits were recently reviewed. If you're one of the many seniors who has had trouble navigating the SSA's phone system or experienced delays when calling, you're not alone. Hold times are long, callback systems don't always work, and finding a clear answer can be frustrating. That's why we always recommend setting up your My Social Security online account. It's the fastest and most reliable way to check your payment status, pending actions, and communication from the agency. And if you haven't set up two-factor authentication on your account yet, please do. It helps protect your information and keeps your benefit details secure. We also want to talk briefly about taxes. Many seniors ask whether this kind of double payout or lump sum is taxable. The answer depends on your total income for the year. If your combined income, including Social Security and any other income sources like retirement savings, withdrawals, or part-time work, exceeds $25,000 for individuals or $32,000 for couples, then yes, part of your Social Security could be taxable. However, the IRS often considers when the payment was owed, not just when it was received. So if the payment being issued tomorrow covers months from 2023, you may need to account for that in your 2023 return, rather than this year's. It's always wise to consult a tax advisor in these cases, especially if the payment is substantial. And don't forget, these double payments are not new benefits, and they don't affect your ongoing monthly deposit amount. Once the correction is made, your future payments will return to their regular schedule and amount. This is a one-time adjustment, not an increase in your base benefit. So while the extra funds are welcome, they won't appear again next month unless another error is being corrected. Still, these adjustments come at a critical time for many retirees and disabled individuals who are trying to stretch their benefits further each month. With the rising cost of food, housing, and prescription drugs, many seniors are struggling just to cover essentials. A $3,600 deposit, whether it's back pay, a missed payment, or a retroactive increase, can help cover medical bills, rent, or utilities that might otherwise go unpaid. And it's these moments when the Social Security system actually lives up to its promise, providing real, meaningful support when it's needed most. Now, if you're still unsure whether you're part of this payment group and you've had past benefit issues, keep a close eye on your account. The SSA typically posts direct deposit information around midnight Eastern Time, but your bank or card provider may delay processing it until morning. Some deposits won't show as pending in your account until a few hours before they arrive, so check throughout the day. If you receive paper checks, give it a few days for mail delivery, especially if your region has experienced delays due to weather or staffing shortages. As this rollout continues, more seniors are sharing their stories. Some received over $3,000 unexpectedly, while others got only a few $100s, but with a detailed explanation attached. Both are legitimate outcomes depending on how the SSA calculated the underpayment. Every case is unique, and that's why the agency is emphasizing patience during this time. But they're also encouraging recipients to reach out if they believe they've been missed or shortchanged. If that's you, don't stay silent. File a request for reconsideration or contact a local field office if necessary. This wave of corrections and payouts is just a beginning of what may be a broader effort by the SSA to restore trust and fix long-standing system delays. Over the next few weeks, we expect additional updates related to new COLA adjustments, possible Medicare premium reimbursements, and even clarifications on retirement benefit recalculations for those who continued working past full retirement age. We'll be covering all of it right here on this channel, so if you're relying on these programs, you'll want to stay in the loop. We know how overwhelming it can feel trying to get straight answers. That's why we created this space to give you the facts, cut through the red tape, and keep you informed without all the fluff or confusion. Whether it's about tomorrow's $3,600 payment or next month's policy change, we've got you covered. If you found this information helpful, please consider giving this video a thumbs up and subscribing to the channel. We go deep into these updates because we believe our seniors deserve more than just headlines. They deserve real answers, real support, and a community that's looking out for them. And if you've received your payment already, share your experience in the comments below. Let others know what to expect, what your deposit looked like, and whether you received any official notice from the SSA. Together, we can help each other stay informed and prepared no matter what changes come next.